Good evening. I'm Chris Morgan, and it is my privilege this evening to present the 2002 River Falls boys golf team. This team was headed by Coach Paul Meyer and featured golfers Travis Meyer, Brad Obermuller, Tyler Obermuller, Tim Schultz, and Andy Rauscher. The recipe for success was clear that year, as the team possessed all of the ideal ingredients. Long hitters and low shooters like Tyler Obermuller and Andy Rauscher, a deadly accurate iron player like Travis Meyer, the strong focus and concentration of Tim Schultz, the always positive attitude and fun that Brad Obermuller contributed to the mix, all brought together by a coach who knew how to teach the mental game to perfection. Coach Meyer knew that his team was special that year, and their resilience showed throughout the season. He praised the team's ability to bounce back, as he called it, and it was extremely clear why. After finishing second at the conference tournament, regional tournament, and sectional tournament to Big River's conference opponent O'Clair Memorial, the Wildcats were off to state. After a 3-hour lightning and rain delay, the River Falls Wildcats very literally took the course by storm. After the first day, the Cats had set a new single-day record of 297 and had the lead. Individually, freshman Tyler Obermuller and junior Travis Meyer had shot a 70 apiece and were tied for first in the individual singles. Their teammates followed with a 78 shot by Brad Obermuller and a 79 shot by classmate Andy Rauscher. Tim Schultz rounded out the Wildcats' score with an 80, a score that every team would have loved to have. When the weather was too severe on the second day of play, the Wildcats were named the Division I state champions. Tyler and Travis were each named co-champions, making it the first time in the 91-year history of the state tournament that teammates shared the individual title. The team had had an amazing season, from laughing in the band to and from every match, to kicking butt on the course, to being crowned champions. It was definitely a season to remember. In 2002, the Wildcats boys golf team had done something special, something that deserved recognition. Welcome to the Wildcat Hall of Fame.
I want to lead this off by saying, coming to River Falls in 8th grade, my dad and family were a bunch of golfers. I wanted to start golfing, and Tim Schultz, he was part of the Welcome to River Falls crew in 8th grade. And I met him, and I golfed with Tyler, and they lived up on Golfview, Tyler did. And golfed with Tim, and I would golf with Jackie, Tyler's older sister, who was a heck of a golfer. And I would get on a hole and I'd say, all right, they would keep scoring, they took it real serious. And I'd say, all right, Jax, they'd go, Brad, what'd you have? And I'd say, well, what's the par? I don't know, yeah, it's a par 4, okay, I have a 4. I didn't really know. Well, then we got to high school, and you had the players like Neil Johnson or Alec Danielson, a lot of great golfers before us, but there was something special about Tim and Travis and Andy, and the year before we took second at state in 01. And that year in 02, our junior year, we had a young crew, and we knew we had Tyler coming up, and we were just waiting for him to join our squad. And for whatever reason, Paul Meyer would have Tim and I, we were the 4 and 5 guy. And he would say, all right, you guys play in a playoff. Well, we're still playing. There's only 5 guys to play, right? So he would just have us battle for the 4 and 5. And the thing is Paul did a really good job of keeping us all competitive. And we all had our niche, like the gentleman before us kind of explained our roles. But to be honest with you, I was a jokester. Tyler was, a heck of a low shooter. Travis was an unbelievable golfer. Andy Rauscher, unreal. But yeah, I don't know. I told jokes and I would shoot a score every once in a while. So, and I made the team. Hey. But I'm going to pass it on to Tyler and Tim, and I'm very, very honored to be a part of this. So,
Can anyone put that last picture up that we had? If Brad was talking earlier, he'd be making fun of Travis's shorts. Anyways. So I have my notes on my phone. That's a little bit more technology savvy than most, but I was the 5-man on the team, and for those of you that know, that's the person that really brings in the anchor. The person that Coach Paul used to always say, Tim, come in and shoot 77 or 80, and we know we're going to do well in this tournament. So that's what I tried to do. But for me, the team was more about the experiences, and I think a lot of people have mentioned that tonight, but a lot of those experiences, especially with golf, there's a lot of walking around. So Bob Burrows, I know you always made our day when we'd see you at tournaments, so I want to recognize you and thank you for all that. It was always nice to see our name in all of our pictures, and we like that. But the other people were, if you ever came to one of the tournaments we had the biggest following of parents and grandparents and friends and neighbors that would come to our tournaments and just follow us around on the course. So that goes all up to the Obermuellers, to the Schultzes, to the Sanfords, the Rauschers, the Myers. We had probably 20, 50 people at every one of our tournaments. So I want to thank them as well, because that meant a lot to us. And those are the memories that I remember when I think back to the tournaments. We may not have said at the time, but I think it did mean something when you hit something close to a pin and you'd see your parents sitting there. So, but last but not least, I'd like to thank these guys, especially Brad, Tyler, but also Andy and Travis. We don't get to get together very often. We kind of live in very different locations, but when we do get together, we all have some bond that Paul has helped us build, I think, throughout the years. And Brad and I in high school probably weren't even the best of friends because we were always playing against each other for a spot. So there was a lot of healthy, competitive spirit, I guess. Tyler was always joking around. Quick story, I took Christine to prom right before they started dating, and now they're married. So that was a little bit of an issue this year. I didn't know that. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So. But the last thing I did want to mention is that I think Tony mentioned this, and it kind of got me thinking that I'm a younger brother. My older brother is Todd, and us younger brothers, we often had to look up to our older brothers and kind of follow in their footsteps. And I think that can be a really hard thing to do. But if this means anything to me today, is that younger children in the family can achieve something that their older sibling has not done yet. So that's something special for me tonight, is that I can hold this. Or maybe I'll wear this when I golf with Todd next. So that's special for me. So, but no, again, about the memories for me, not as much about the golf when I think back about it. It's the van rides, it's the cabins, it's the joking around playing golf with only a couple clubs versus all the tournaments that we played in. So thanks, guys, and thanks to the committee.
Thanks for bringing that up to Nancy in the parking lot. Still bitter about that one. I'm Tyler Obermueller. I just first off want to thank the Pep Club and the Hall of Fame staff for the tremendous honors at our 2002 golf team. We had an unbelievable year, and I think, as you heard, we took a lot of seconds, and I think it speaks volumes on how good of a group of guys we had that year. In 2002, taking second every single time going to Memorial, got very, very old, and was definitely not fun. All five of us, we were basically like brothers, whether it was Brad, breaking Travis Meyer's golf bag because he did it further than him or whatever. We grew a serious bond, and ultimately that led to winning the state championship in 2002. So basically what I get out of this, I'm speechless standing up here listening to Joe talk, listening to Tony talk, because I can't agree with Tony more. This is truly an honor, but I can't thank my parents enough. You guys are the ones who brought all this to us. You guys are amazing people, and my dad brought me to watch the wrestling team when I was in like 5th and 6th grade. I got to watch Joe with his hair all frizzy and hit the guy to win a match, and it inspired me. It inspired me. Joe was a senior with my oldest sister, and hopefully us standing up here, we can inspire the younger kids in this room, because without you guys, we have nothing to compete for. So hopefully we can continue that trend to grow as a community in River Falls and River Falls High School. Continue to keep strong athletics.